Sorry,
Remember, I'm not gonna be here on the 15th, so you need to be nice.
I'm also not gonna be here on the 15th.
It's gonna be,
Are you actually not gonna be
you have budget.
here? You gotta be here.
You gotta be here. You guys pick those dates. It's gonna be, and you got a full afternoon of budget on the 15th.
what are we doing in the morning? Or is that-
Regular commissioner meeting, that's what you said you wanted to do.
That's what I,
The 8th is all budget. The morning is a regular commissioner meeting on the 15th and the afternoon is all budget. No, and then the 22nd and 29th will be all commissioner. Other than we can work on,
That's
the
like
other
a
budget.
load of fun.
But we got everybody between the 8th and the 15th.
The more you tell me to do, the more I don't want
the
to.
better, earlier we get them done, the better off, right?
So, and I don't know if you want to know, but I worked a spreadsheet. Yesterday I was proud of my spreadsheet. You can ask these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing around.
Yeah.
So I took all the employees. And I put them in by like, if they were quarter, if they were half, if they were full, whatever. And I worked it, and by doing that, giving $1 an hour raise is $10,000 under the 43,000 that we set aside, which would cover employer contributions.
That would give it $1 instead of 85 cents.
At $1.
Does that still eliminate the county attorney and the road and the?
I did not do the road because you told me to eliminate them and it eliminated you, and then you could add them back in and we'd still be under. It'd still be under, but not enough to cover employer contributions. Right now, I'm sitting where I can cover the employer contributions at the $1 an hour.
Get to look at it then, won't we?
So
Mhm.
just telling you that I hit, that I was able
That's
to.
the interest and the set aside we had,
Yes, we had an actual dollar amount. It was like
43
43,000.
something, yeah.
Some odd cents. So when I put all of them in and I did it by and like Terry's position, I put it in there at quarter time and it's not quarter time. So actually there's a little bit of a giveaway because you can't put it by days.
Yeah.
I put it in there by quarter. And there's a couple of them that probably, or there's a little bit more in there because you can't break them down as far as you need to. Quarter is the lowest that I could work it to where I could just did it on the hours,
Mhm.
you know, on the 80 hours. So I took that total amount and times it by $1 and it came out to like $37,243 and some odd
Oh.
cents.
Good deal.
So, which is what, almost 10,000. Not 10,000, yeah, that's
To be about 8,000,
8,000 lower than the dollar amount.
yeah, 8,000.
So, I mean, you could put everybody back in the pot and then the employer contribution could be that you could decrease what you're paying out of bridge and then it could cover everybody at $1 an hour. Just saying.
We need a microphone so she can drop everything now.
Walk out.
Boom. Micro. Yeah.
I mean, it's entirely up to you. I have road on the list, but I did not include them in the number and I did not
They just
include.
got a $5 raise
I did not include, you guys, because you told me not to,
or the county attorney.
or the county attorney. Dan won't take it anyway. He said no.
Okay,
So. If you,
On the fight today, yeah.
I'm always on the fight, especially with you. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, do you know Sherry? Cause.
Yeah, have you ever met? This is
have you
Sherry.
met the clerk?
Yeah,
Come on in, Dennis went for a
I
walk.
know. We met him in the Fassies.
What's the summary on the fire? How many acres did it end up?
Out there. What was Anna Klein one?
Anna Klein was 1,218.
The last 218 were fast.
Well, they were all pretty fast.
When I first looked out the window, there was just one little white poof. Then all of a sudden there was a black poof.
Well, you should have been up there when that little white poof was there and put it out then.
I don't know that I could have got from here to there. Gotta go somewhere else and start on them.
It's nice when you got a picture window, you can watch a fire, isn't it?
I was just seeing smoke. I wasn't seeing any place. ISIS come and got the four-wheeler and went up to the North Ridge.
Yeah. You got close enough that she knew not to go any further, didn't she?
I hope that's what that was.
It went pretty quick. You get the report and it's Scott McAvoy.
Hi, I'm Dennis Teskey. Please
Dennis, nice to meet you.
I'm Christine.
Nice to meet you, Christine.
And
Harry
you
McComb.
are, nice to meet you.
We use DNRC's FMO. I believe that's the right terminology.
Yep. So, yeah, I
Took over for Randy Sanders.
took over for Randy.
Oh, sure.
And, so one of the things, I wanted to take the opportunity just to introduce myself so you know who I am. And then every 5 years, we should be updating our, these are our state and county co-op agreements. And I haven't read through I've been going to all the counties, but I don't read through the whole thing, but just,
I guess what I do is I ask Dwight if he likes it.
yeah, so yeah, you can have that. And then, so just what this is, and I'll just go over, the top portion of it. I got copies too. Oh, you have some copies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dwight's probably really familiar with this, probably more than I am, because I've been in this position for 4 months.
He knows stuff. He's been here, well, I was,
Too long.
he was.
Well, he was born here, you know that. didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work with his daughter in the dispatch center. So, in Miles City.
And not too far from the homestead where you.
Nope. No, she's right down the creek from where I grew up.
So the purpose of the agreement, when signed by both parties, it would be the county commissioners, Dwight would sign as the fire warden. On the back page under Prairie County, then I take this back to Chris Pileski, and then, so when it's signed. And it just goes over, it's, this is to satisfy the requirements of the Montana Code annotated specifically to the sections listed there. I did print those off because this is kind of new to me, if we need to run through any of the actual codes. State fire policy acknowledges that it is a priority to minimize property and resource loss resulting from wildland fire, to minimize expenses to Montana taxpayers. So this is really related to a lot of for this agreement, we have to have this agreement signed, and this is for the county co-op. So this is where we're gonna come out and we will provide training for firefighters whenever necessary, and there's a need to people to keep them trained up. This is where you get the DNRC engines or the hybrid stuff. So this is what this is for.
And shiny water trucks.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, by maintaining this agreement, this is, also for Dwight to reach out to Eugene and Rhodes over in Missoula for the Department of Defense equipment that generally has very few hours on it. And then all the county does is pay to ship it out. So.
I send somebody over there to drive it back at 20 miles an hour.
Or haul it back.
Yeah, Garfield County just picks up a dozer from Pennsylvania, Virginia. So they had a couple.
Yeah, but Dwight's done that with your
Yeah.
Suburban
Who
and,
come and pick
Yeah.
it up?
Well, they had a transport, so the county just had to pay to get it, the equipment's free, you just gotta pay from
Yeah,
wherever it's
it's free.
located.
Ray didn't get to go get it.
No.
He stayed around and tortured us, is what he did.
She knows Ray real well.
Yeah.
She grew up in that country.
Oh,
That's the bad part.
High school in Jordan.
so did my wife.
Different
Okay.
years, probably.
Yeah, different years, yes. She graduated in 96. She's a Marnian.
Well, there's a lot of them.
Her grandpa was Barney.
Okay.
And then so her dad, Terry Murnian, and then, Deanna Frady.
Yep.
So-
Deanna was in school when I was class 66.
I'm trying to remember when, I know grandma told me when, but I can't remember when Deanna graduated, but
Deanna graduated Patricia was 65, Deanna was probably 68.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah. But, if you would like, I mean, it's. We can go, if we have questions on any of those, like I said, I did print them off, but I mean, Dwight, no, I mean,
Dwight's our guy.
yeah, so after that,
Dwight okays it, I'm happy.
yeah, cause.
As long as we can keep our toys coming.
Yep, and
Yeah.
then, and this is for us, to, whenever you're having a bad day, for the state to come in and assist. And
Well-
look at it.
Prairie County and the department is DNRC, right?
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
yep, yep, so then the good, and like I said, it just goes through what it is, there's actually 13 items listed for the cooperator, but this is all done and.
Can we put this on our agenda?
It's already started, so you can actually.
Is it asterisk?
Yep.
Okay.
You can actually do what you want to with it today if you want to take care of it today.
Yeah, and some, like I said, I've been going to some and they sign it and then walk out, and some ask to review it a little bit more, and then they just can sign it and scan it and email it to me or whatever you're comfortable with. And I don't, any questions at all, I'm more than happy to answer them. But like I said, I think the way. Cause yeah, these are, like I said, and I don't know, I think some of the counties were actually on the 5-year cycle. I think some maybe have not. Signed this agreement every 5 years.
I think it's been a little over 5 since we signed it
I
last time.
don't remember signing it.
I remember signing it before. It's been 5 or 6 years, it's been a while.
I knew it was getting to be time to do it.
Yeah, and as far as I know, none of the MCAs have changed at all. They did change, the one thing that the DNRC is requiring, when I first got into this position, went to Helena for 3 days. And after this is done, there right now is there'll be they call it a fire management plan that goes into a little bit more detail on how we implement this stuff. And so when these are all done and whenever that draft plan gets approved, the draft fire management plan, then I'll
We'll
work
bring
with,
it back.
yeah, then I'll work with Dwight to make sure that fire management plan is completed.
Gotcha.
But that'll most likely be a year before we actually see that finalized, because I'll have to be in for 11 different ones for every company.
I would make a motion, we sign the agreement.
Christine, I'll second your motion.
Any more discussion?
Dwight,
Good with it.
All those in favor, signify aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Does it make any difference which one of these we sign?
no ma'am. As long as that one actually has Prairie County filled out. Yes, it does. Perfect. Yep.
Does Dwight sign it? We sign it, or who signs it?
Well, the commissioners, you would sign it, and then Dwight will sign at the bottom as the fire warden. And then as soon as it's signed, then they just take it back to Chris.
Okay.
And then that way then I get that submitted to Helena. So they know that we're getting it done.
Well, Dwight's guy. I'm amazed at his ability, what he does with fire. And I'll tell you what, I've never seen him smile more when he brings in a new vehicle there.
Change of this picture, just so you.
We heard a term today that describes him, there's a happy dance. I've never seen him do it, but I know he's doing it.
know?
I've seen him do it. He had one of my cottonwood trees cut down in my big coulee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked with Dwight a lot because I actually did 33 years with the BLM.
You did.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, I'm smiling.
He's the one smiling
I
now.
smile every day.
He does
when I
his
listen to
happy
some of the
dance.
Things going on.
He does the happy dance over that.
I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
There you go, Dennis.
Did you take the early retirement offer?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't do that. Actually, they wouldn't allow fire personnel to take a deferred
Oh,
resignation, because of the time of year.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, no, I had 33 years in there. I started right out of high school when I graduated from Custer County, and I worked all my career in eastern Montana.
Do you work with Angus Fluhart?
Yes, we do now. We got him signed up as a firefighter, and we actually put him to work already this year.
Yeah, he was in on the Broadus fire.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember because Custer County, one truck went to and remember, because Garfield County and Custer County both sent two trucks out. Both of them, well, one went to Michigan, and then Garfield County went to
Oklahoma or somewhere, didn't
Nebraska and Texas.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went to Texas.
Yeah, I went down and helped in Nebraska for a while this spring. They were having
Fun.
Nebraska
Nebraska still having fun.
They still burn
Is
it?
that still not out?
They just had another one down there last week, went 23,000, something like that.
over by Shattern,
The first one was almost 1 million, wasn't it, or wasn't it?
654,000. That was the one I was in.
Oh,
We had 398 miles of perimeter.
You'll send us a copy of that?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
We'll,
here's our,
Or I can go take
we'll
a
want a
copy.
signed copy for
we will.
Gary.
I'll just take a copy.
Do you want, I can get a copy to Dwight after I have Chris sign it.
Oh, you still have to say on the sign.
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing that I learned after being in eastern Montana, for like the Anacline fire. They think about you responded, Prairie County responded, Lebanon responded, Fallon County went, Weebo, of course,
Gulf.
Weebo went, and Dawson, and you had a couple trucks out of North Dakota.
Beach,
So that when that Morel fire started, I was down there working with two different fire wardens. One was Keith, and I can't remember what the other county was called. But I learned real fast that they were both super great people. But when that fire started, the neighboring county wouldn't come help them at all. They have a hatred for each other that was unreal.
if we don't help each other, we burn up.
Yeah, I was floored. I couldn't believe it. They went there, and when the fire was going, some other counties did go respond and help them, but
I've been to a
Keith County
couple
went
of,
right down the county line. They took all their equipment and put a line in right down the county line. But when the fire had a head of steam, it just rolled right over it.
been to a couple of Mako
That really helped them out a
conferences
lot.
the DNRC has been at. They say if it's in Prairie County and Dwight has anything to do about it, they don't worry.
I know when I worked with BLM, I didn't have to worry about BLM fires either because Dwight would call us when it was.
We
Most of
turned
the
them
time you
over
already
to
had
Mopple.
Yeah,
We
most of the time
leave
they
them to
were
Mopple.
already done unless, we need to come babysit them a little bit, but yeah.
Come put the cow pies out.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I was excited to get out of the federal side of things.
Yeah, and it didn't sound like it got any worse because they all went under one
He needs it.
fire boss now.
Scott.
I got this. I got.
Oh, I don't need that.
Everybody's under one big umbrella now, basically.
Yeah, so they took all of the BIA, the Fish and Wildlife Service, the Park Service, and the BLM, and created the United States Wildland Fire Service. And they're their own entity under the Department of Interior now.
really?
And it has been, at first when I was still the fire management officer for the BLM, I was kind of like, oh, it's gonna be a new challenge, it'll be exciting. And then this opportunity came up, and so I was just looking, you know, after 33 years, do I really want? This is a good,
New and exciting.
this is a good opportunity to make my exit, and so I did, which I'm super excited about because it has been a disaster on multiple fronts. Time,
Their
budget,
new programs not working right.
it could, I mean, it could work, but
We got
instead
too
of
many
just implementing it, you know, they say, okay, this is the date. You guys were all one. And then they should have said, okay, we're gonna do this in a year's time because we need to figure out. Because, you know, the budget systems don't communicate and time, and everybody has their own time systems and programs that run that, and. Yeah. Going where? I don't know. So, no, I smile when I hear the conversation,
Federal government, what do you expect?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But no. Yeah, if you ever need anything, Dwight has, first Dwight and then we've always said
Yep.
each other's numbers, and yeah, if you ever have questions or need anything,
Call Dwight, he'll get a hold of you.
I usually get a hold of him before I call anybody. Let him know we're going to go play.
absolutely, cause,
Communication's everything, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the state's picked up so much more aircraft assets anymore that it'll
Yeah.
help if this whole end of the state starts lighting off.
and the one thing that I really do like about the state of Montana, so since I've been in the position, I went and, took a tour of the equipment and development center in Missoula that AJ Angelo runs. And the equipment that they kick out, those county co-op trucks and the trucks for the DNRC in general, they're just as good as any fire apparatus that's out there. It doesn't matter if Forest Service or BLM, it's good equipment. And they are super cost effective. I mean, they're kicking them out for 80 to 85,000, and one of those trucks from the BLM would be about 160,000. So double that.
Twice.
It'd be double.
Mm.
And then like, yeah, the aircraft, cause yeah, they have 2 Type 1 helicopters. Those are the big ones that are dropping about 12.
What do you have on the anacline? Was it a plane or?
They had heavy air tankers, and they did have a Type 2 out there, didn't they, or Type 1 out there?
Well, no, we had the Type 2 helicopter from the DNRC.
Yeah,
I seen one helicopter and I had a plane go over the house.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we typically are not super lucky in eastern Montana to get.
The planes.
Because, yeah, you know, I mean, if the west side of the state's burning up, then eastern Montana becomes a little bit lower on priority fires.
that's when you
Well-
put sage grouse in it, and that helps. That's better than people.
It's in the leg, it's hitting the leg.
That's where you guys had the fire. BLM has tried to burn that juniper out of there, 3 times
Yeah,
in the past 40 years?
that burn up,
They can't
the one
keep the fire going.
2 years ago, that burned up where I grew up and played all the time, all that country.
Well, yeah, that was,
Burnt right through where the gas plant was.
yep.
The one time that we had a little bit of success is in order for that juniper, you gotta have a window, right? But of course, when you're out there lighting it,
You
You
know,
know,
what
it
the
makes-
wind blow.
yeah, well, because, you know, the BLM is lighting the match, so they're liable, but the one time it was like 15 degrees cooler than what was there, but the wind was 10, 15 degrees higher than what was for the plan. But we did it, and that's the only way you can get it to carry through that juniper. And then, yeah, I've been out there 4 times trying to get that. And one time we did pretty good. It's called a helitorch, where it's just a big Lumagel, it's a mix. Yeah, it's a huge,
Flame blower.
yep, and helicopter flies over it, gets it done. But I know the BLM started doing all those contracts and mastication, and I think that's probably the most effective way to take care of that, because they've been out there with contractors and the big equipment that just grind it up and spit it out into chunks.
You just don't drive pickups across it.
No, you're gonna get flats.
just like deer horns.
Ooh.
You gotta send heavy equipment ahead of you if you're gonna try going out across it.
Follow the caterpillar.
Your worst day is when you're farming.
Weebo found that out.
Something catches your eye and the second time it comes around, it's a
It's a
It's a
four,
flat
a 4 point.
or an elk horn.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but no,
Right.
Weebo found out the fire before this last one, you don't drive out where it's been processed. But I guess they put a blade, that sounded like through the last time, but they must, old, oh, the guy's running your dozer. Don, he said he must have carried the front wheels light enough, it didn't puncture any front tires. And they scratched across through there so they could get across it.
Yeah.
Does it leave snags or something?
It's just little bits and just snarled wood.
Harder
That's where they
to rock.
grind up the wood.
Yeah. Yeah, it just spits chunks of wood everywhere.
Yeah, some of it look like wood chips that you could buy out of a bag that the hardware store is gonna sell you for landscaping, but sometimes they come out and it's just splinter, you know, it's just, it just goes through and you can just have sometimes it's a 4 foot chunk that,
Fence post.
yeah, it flings it pretty fast too. Far.
But anyway, that's what we needed you for, so.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you, sir.
And your life will be better now that it's not with BLM. Not that we have any, it's just, it's not the people, it's just what comes down.
For whatever reason, I had to come here, it's been a while. Thought I was still here.
He's still here.
You still a commissioner? or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does he need to sign this too by rights? Should you guys,
whoever signed it, the majority.
Okay, good enough for me. But I had to, I can't even remember what I had to come here for, but I just reminded him that I'm in fire, I'm not, I have nothing,
Yeah.
I had nothing to do
With
with the front
range,
office. Yeah.
with range,
Yeah,
It's nothing to do with grass other than
Nope.
to keep it out.
other than we watch
I'll
it,
go put it out.
burn. We'll put it out and watch it burn, but
I'll go put it out, but because I found out that, yeah, there's not
I need a filter.
a lot of love lost.
yeah. Okay.
We rinsed it last time and we need to replace it.
And it all starts in Washington, really, and it's what happens.
Yeah, and they, and I don't work with some of those folks all the time, but when I did, it's some of those range staff, some of them are pretty by the book and it's just kind of like, there's some of them that actually will apply some common sense. And
When they start bringing books out, I wanna leave.
We were at a meeting here a couple, 2 or 3 years ago in their office and DEQ was on the Zoom and we thought we had a deal and it was all pretty much done. And everybody's gonna walk away happy. And does anybody have any questions? Well, there was a young woman. She went to her briefcase and got out the book,
A book.
a book. And she started,
Going
well,
about
you
this.
have this, and we don't have a crusher, so of course we don't have that permit to do that, because we don't crush. Well, she thought maybe we should, it's just more things, in like when you mentioned the book type stuff that, in the real world, it's just not there.
well, and I don't know, I know when I was with the BLM, even in fire, we have policies. But also I think that one, we live in Eastern Montana as well. And so sometimes, maybe operate in the gray a little bit. Do the right thing and
Get the job done.
absolutely.
I can remember going into Rosebud County when I first started. You didn't want to have your yellow and green clothes on at that time. Because BLM had been in there with their yellow and green and we had to really convince them that we worked for the state.
Yeah, and I do like that, Chris Pileski. I've known him for years as a cooperator, but now that I'm working for him, he's really good.
Yep.
We have the latitude in the fire program to do things and get things done, and so I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I think it's gonna be a good
Second retirement.
Second.
Second career.
sec-
Second career in retirement.
Yeah, it's a second career. I don't plan on retiring real soon. but
Yeah.
Definitely stick around for a while.
Good. Good.
Yeah. Thank you very much for letting me get on the agenda, and I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Pleasure to meet you. I'll get Chris to sign it, and then I'll get this scanned in, and I'll get it emailed to Dwight, so that way he can give you a final copy.
Yeah, I need to go to Sherry for our contract. Wow,
No.
Perfect. I can do that.
sounds
All
good.
right. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do I?
You bet. Have a good one.
You too.
Boys and girls, that's.
I'm
all we
gonna
can-
ask a question here.
Ask a question.
We did not establish the new road. We were supposed to do it 9:30.
I think you guys did something about that.
What's that?
No, you got talking about the,
Well,
The
Todd
vehicle.
came in and we got sidetracked.
no, here it is. Yeah, 1031. Commissioner Teske made a motion to establish new county road,
Yeah,
Crow
Okay,
Creek Rock Road. Yep, you did it. So you did do it. You got it.
all righty.
Good to ask before we leave though.
I did not have a comment down on it and I wanted to make sure. I'm tired of getting hollered at.
don't get hollered. Well, I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I will second that emotion.
That emotion has been recorded. I knew you were gonna make the motion, so I went ahead and wrote it like 20 minutes ago.
At 3:30 instead of 3:40, yeah, or 3:50.
Yeah, well, I just know the end of the agenda's here. You're usually the one that asks for it to adjourn, so.
So are we still on at 11 then? Or do I gotta apologize to the governor?
Us, you're on at 11, yes.
Well, Christine, don't you think